Let's do this. Hello, hello. I already see people popping in. Good morning. It's morning where I live. I see, I don't know your name. SEA Kinner. Oh, somebody in Ireland. That would be awesome. Hi, Kate Holiday and Carla Sylvester, Maria Gilmore, Michalita. So good to see you. You guys, thank you for joining me. I think more will be coming soon. I am Stacy Julian. We are kicking off a year of stories with Live Your Story. This is my membership, and it is awesome. Not because I'm awesome. There are times when I'm awesome. There are times when I'm a mess. But this membership is awesome for the people that gather around it. Yahoo, yahoo, yahoo. Okay, I see Joyce. Hi, Gia. Oh, now it's coming fast. Hi, Pamela and Lori's here. Vicky's here. Rebecca's here. My kids are here. Addie's making cornbread. I will hide this so you can see. There she is. Hi, Addie. Hi, Taft. Okay, you guys. Woohoo! I am going to read you. Why is my makeup already smudged? Okay, I'm going to read you what I wrote on the January page. You ready? Here it goes. Well, this is what I want you to know. Our life, this is like super profound, something you probably heard before. Our life is our story. What will life, meaning what will your story in this new month and this new year unfold for you? There will most certainly be prose and familiar prose and page. Okay, I'm going to start again. There will most certainly be familiar prose and pages of welcome and anticipated details, but there will likely be new chapters and surprising page turners too. How you read this story, your story, is up to you. You are the author and the narrator. Which sentences will you underline? Which pages will you turn down? What notes will you make in the margin? The most important question of all, how will you be changed by what you experience? You will always be the most crucial character in your life story. Will you become the heroine? We're going to talk about that. So many people here. Veronica, hello. Melissa, Brenda, Joelle, Jennifer. Yes, Texas Bee Watchers. Okay, you guys, so many. This is so exciting. So another Melissa, hi. Let me show you. If you guys make comments in the little chat box, I can share them. Like, here's my friend Jennifer watching from Christchurch, New Zealand. See how I can pop her up here and show you her comment? So I want you to comment. This is interactive. You can only see me, but this is very interactive. And especially, I just invited lots of friends to come to this live session to learn more about Live Your Story in 2025. If you're watching and you're not a member, we just want to make you feel welcome. So put in the chat, but I'm what do you call that? I'm just peeking in, right? I'm lurking. I'm learning. I'm here to check you out. Whatever you want to put it in the chat and we'll make sure you feel welcome. Okay. So look, Pam said, I'm going to show this. Hi, Pam. I'm so excited about this. I'm still creating every week using your Story 52 class. That's so fun. We have members. Member Janelle is going to be doing Story 52 again this year. And there are two. Okay, I'm going to not get other people lost, but I'm so happy you're here, Pam, and I'm so glad you're doing Story 52. That's so awesome. Amy is here. Hi, Amy and Kim. Yay, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. So fun. Okay, keep commenting. So, what? Celebrating my birthday with you today. Happy birthday, January 2nd. What a great day to be born. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Yay, yay, yay. Brenda Boynton is here from Ontario, Canada. It's a snowy day here. We have a little touch of snow as well, Brenda. So glad you're here. Okay, you guys, so this is a brand new year and a brand new month and season. So Live Your Story is organized. We have content that refreshes every season or every quarter of the year. And then we have new content and just new sessions, new things to do every month. And that's what I'm going to introduce you to right now in the next 40 minutes or so. Okay. But the first thing you need to know is that every January, well, first of all, we do a lot of celebrating around color in this membership. And in January, we have a color of the month. Okay. And in January, our color is always the color of the year, the Pantone color of the year. This is like the only brown shirt I have, which I like actually. I put it on this morning and I'm like, I like this brown shirt. But our color of the year is Mocha Mousse. So the very first thing I'm going to do this morning is be an enabler, okay? I am going to show you, look, the perfect chocolate. This is a perfect chocolate that you should get because we're celebrating. We're celebrating this Mocha Mousse. See, I'll prove it. Here's mine. See? And it's actually so fun. It's an oat milk chocolate. I love Dr. Bronner's. Bronner's chocolate. He makes soap. But he also makes chocolate. It's probably not a he, probably just a company. Creamy mocha latte. That's like the perfect candy bar to celebrate our new color, which is the color of the year. And also, I just have to show you the socks I just bought. I think that you should celebrate this color in some way in your home with a new sweater. But look at this. Look at these yummy socks right here. They kind of have some other neutral colors, but they've got some Mocha Mousse in there. And I just think they look amazingly delectable and I'm totally going to get them. So if you live where it's chilly outside, I'm going to let's see. Oh yeah, see, that's so funny. I just copied the link and then it totally there. I'm posting the link. Let's see if it posted. Did it post? No, maybe not. Oh, yes, it did. See? Find me in the chat and you can click on the link. Okay. So fun, you guys. Bonnie's here from Omaha, Nebraska. Kim Willems is here. I'm so happy to see my friends. Okay. We're hiding this. I just thought I would be an enabler and that would be a fun thing to do. So you guys, let's start with our winter season. And I'm going to introduce every season. We have a new quote that we memorize. Super good positive words. Even before I show you the quote, which I just showed you, I'm already confused and behind. And I just want to say thank you to those of you who made it here on time because I'm always a little bit distracted and I'm not a detail person. So in one of my communications, the time is listed as 10 a.m. and the other one, it's listed as 11 a.m. Those of you who show up at 11 will still get to watch, just not live. Anyway. So happy you're here on time. So we are doing in 2025 a year of stories and it's so fun, you guys. Every quarter we are going to examine and explore and practice one of the basic components or parts of a story. So in winter, we are looking at characters. How do we describe and develop characters? We're going to talk more about that, okay? But our quote, I think, is kind of fun. It kind of goes with that, I think. So personality, you ready? Personality is more important than beauty. Of course it is. But imagination is more important than both of them. That is Lorette Taylor, who was a silent movie film star, like back in the 30s. So cool. That is our quote for winter. And we always have we have a new quote. And let me just show it to you here. Let me just show you this. Let me just show you, this is our winter page. See that? I decided to put in a fun seasonal photo. This is, we talk about right here, our theme for the year and how it will be broken down. There's the quote. Of course, you can click on this image to print your own copy and then come right down here. I'm going to come back over here. We are going to, I'm going to hide that and then I'm going to show you. We have every season, we have a new quote and we have a new book. I'm so excited. This is such a fun read. Stacy tends to gravitate towards kind of self-help books, but honestly, we've been doing that for too long. We are going to dive in 2025 into novels, into story writing that's full of all of the good things that we want to get better at as storytellers, telling and recording, documenting our own stories. So Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Raise your hand if you have read it before or seen the movie. But don't watch the movie if you haven't watched it yet. I'm waiting. I'm reading the book first. I'm actually both reading and listening to this book. It is such a delightful listen because the narrator, just as good narrators do, uses an accent. So fun. I just feel like I feel already like Mrs. Harris is becoming a dear friend. And Paul, and I think you say his name, Gallico, is so good at his character development and the way he describes people. So if you have not read this book, get it on Audible or at your bookstore or your library and start reading. That is our book of winter. So fun. Okay, so fun. All right, I'm going to check what's going over here in the chat. Okay, Cynthia knows. I've tried this chocolate bar. It's so delicious. You are welcome. Anytime. Yes, I'm very good at enabling people to spend money on really good things. I won't tell you to spend money on yucky things, only on really good things. So I'm so glad you've tried it, Cynthia. That's awesome. And Kim says, I got a pair of socks for Christmas that has this color in it. Perfect. Okay, you get to wear them with color consciousness. That's so cool. Joyce says, I love the movie. Kim, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till I finish the book. Maybe we should have a watch party. That would be all kinds of fun. I love it. I love it. Okay. Beth says, I watched the movie and I'm looking forward to reading the book. So cool. Yes. And Deanna says, and Diana, whose birthday it is today, says, love me some character-driven books. Yes, 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 yes. And Kate says, I love the movie, but I haven't read the book, which I'm excited to get and have a read. So fun. Okay, I got to stop with the thumbs up. So weird. Okay, hello, Magali from France. Hi, that's so fun. I'm so glad you're here. Yay, thank you for watching. Come join us. Okay, all right, you guys. So winter season also has, we're doing some really fun things in the world of projects, in the realm, I should say, of projects. So in Live Your Story, we definitely tell our stories in lots of different ways. One of the ways we do this is we craft projects. You get to craft projects in whatever format is comfortable and exciting and productive for you. I'm a traditional scrapbooker, but we have lots of people who use apps like Project Life and who do their pages with digital tools. And oh, this is so fun. I just got a fun text. I'm going to show you this thread that my family is doing. I'm also going to put this on focus. Oh, it came through because it's family. Anyway, oh dear, I just lost my whole window. So funny. Okay, but here's what we're doing for projects. Each season, we are going to introduce a new project, but layered on top of that is a year-long effort. And we're going to do something that's non-traditional, kind of outside the album or scrapbook, right? We're going to use our photos to create a really fun visual connect game. And we're going to break it down and make it so doable. So it's something you'll gather the supplies together and you'll pull it out and be able to take it to the cabin or watch a movie while you do it. It's just really a fun thing. And by next holiday season, you are going to have a really delightful game to play with friends and family. And the pictures are going to be images from your life. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So I'm going to help you take images throughout the year that you'll want to include in your game, and you're going to use images from forever. Whatever images you have, we're going to help you incorporate them into this game. So what we'll do in 2025 is the first month of every season, that's January, April, July, and October, we will be focused on this Visual Connect game. And then the last 2 months of every season will be another project, a more traditional scrapbooking project. And our project for winter this season is a layered extended story, which is just a really fun way to add more story to a traditional scrapbook page. So you'll learn much more about that in our sessions when you attend later in the month. But I do want you to know on that seasonal page that I just showed you with the pretty winter scene at the top, when you log into the membership, you can click on winter, you can click on monthly. So there's two separate places inside the membership that you want to make sure that you are visiting to get all of these details. On that winter page under projects, you'll find a link so that you can print, right, this overview and schedule of what we're doing in 2025. Just print it and keep it on a clipboard. I like to keep we're going to get to the calendar in a minute. I like to keep my calendar and things like this for the year that I'll want to refer back to. I would like to keep them on a calendar really close to me. And I just dropped something. Oh, I have to show you. Hopefully you like distractible people. Look what finally came in the mail this morning. I didn't do Christmas cards. I haven't done Christmas cards for like 2 years, and I started getting cards, and I love getting cards, and I'm like, no one's going to send cards if I don't send cards back. So I did, for the first time ever, a New Year's card, and it just came in the mail literally while I was getting ready for this live. So guess what the Julians are doing today? Stuffing New Year's cards. Anyway, that was weird. I just knocked it on the floor. Okay, let's check the chat. Okay, Beth has watched the movie. Lori has wanted to read the book. That's so awesome. Yay. Annie, there's no such thing as late. Happy New Year to you, my friend. So good to see you here. So good to see you. Okay, so that's winter. New quote, new book, and lots of plans for fun, engaging, meaningful projects all year long. Okay, super, super awesome. All right, so let me show you now. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to find my calendar. Let's talk about January. And actually, what I should do is just show you really quick. I have to go right over here. Okay. You'll see if I click here and scroll through, this is the January page. So again, when you're logged into the membership, you're going to want to visit the January page. This is where you'll be able to download your own copy of the calendar, and you'll be able to put all of the dates for sessions that we have every month on your calendar. All of the times are Pacific time, but right here I have a link to a world clock, so it's very easy to convert time zones so that, right, it's where you live, okay? So I'm going to just hide that for right now, but just remember that when you log in, you've got a couple places to go, a couple places to visit, so you can get everything written down, okay? Yes, actually, this is good information, Diana, and this is true with the copy that I have too. So there's actually 2 books. There's Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris and Mrs. Harris Goes to New York. So they're both books are in this pink copy. If you look for this one, I got mine on Amazon, and the Audible also has both stories. So that'll just be really fun. Once we get to know Mrs. Harris, we can follow her to New York and love her even more. So I'm so glad you shared that. That's awesome. Okay, back to the calendar, you guys. Okay, we have new stuff. Those of you that have been around for a little while, I'm so excited to introduce some new things. So we do have an annual, we're going to focus on stories all year long. And we have some new kind of sidebar challenges on the calendar. So first up is called This or That. I know that you've played this game before. You've seen this concept where there's a binary choice, right? It's either you choose this or you choose that. So right now, for fun, in the chat, you guys, let's just take the first one, because every month on the calendar, I am going to give you 3 this or that options. Okay, this is a fun way for you to think about your personal preferences. It's a fun opportunity for you to search your photos, your digital library. It's a fun prompt to help you think about stories you might need to tell. Okay, so I want you to circle beach or mountains. Okay, and really what I want you to do is put it in the chat. Let's see where our beach people are. Let's see where our mountain people are. I know that some of you are like, I like them both. I know, but which do you do more often? Where do you have, in which location do you have the most memories? It's a backdrop for where, right, memories have played out. Are you a beach girl? Are you a mountain girl? Put that in the chat. We'll do some sharing. You could even tell me which beaches you love, which mountains you love. I am definitely a mountain girl. Raised walking, lots of hiking, and I love mountains. I was raised in the shadow of Mount Rainier, which is in the state of Washington in the USA, and I went to school in Utah, which is surrounded by amazing, gorgeous mountains, and I just love mountains. I'm looking out my window at Mount Spokane, and I just am a mountain girl for sure. Not that I don't love the beach, but I want to tell a story. It's made me think already about a couple stories I want to tell about my love for that. So the This or That challenge on the calendar every month will be an opportunity for you to circle one in each, right, choice, and then to think about Search for photos and think about stories that you might want to tell. And you can use this, or that if you have other people in your home that you're documenting. It could be a fun little thing to spark a dinner conversation so that you can learn more about people and their preferences, people you love and their preferences. Okay. So this is so fun. I'm going to share. See, Karen Stockham. Hi, Karen. So glad you're here. I go to the mountains more often because the Sandias are 5 minutes away. Plus, I grew up in the Colorado Rockies on the USAFA. Okay, perfect. See how that's so unique to you? And that's so interesting. And is that something that we have documented? Maybe yes, maybe no, right? Here's Deanne. Hello, Deanne. Deanne says, I love both. Live near the mountains, so I've been there the most. Grew up in the foothills of Salt Lake. See? Gorgeous mountains. In the shadow of gorgeous, gorgeous mountains. So Rebecca says, lots of mountain people so far. Changed my mind to mountains. Our favorite place on earth are the Sierra Nevada mountains in California. And have you documented that? And wouldn't that be a fun thing to document? Okay, so fun. Even to do a collage frame. Go pick up a new frame and print some mountain photos, places you love, and let's put them on the wall in your home or just display them somewhere. I think that's so fun. Mary Schott says, I love Rocky Mountains. Yes. Banff? Are you kidding me? So gorgeous. I love it. Bonnie says, no beaches or mountains in Nebraska, but I grew up in New Jersey where we go down the shore all the time. I love that, Bonnie. See, that's so cool. You're a Jersey girl, right? I love it. Okay, Cheryl. Cheryl's like, I will show up for beaches. So awesome. Thank you so much. And Cynthia says, I prefer the beach, probably because we live near the mountains, so I tend to take them for granted. Okay, see all these interesting like insights coming out. April says, mountains now, but I grew up going to the beach and I love the beach because mountains are different. There are purposes and lots of memories that come from our mountain vacation trips. Okay, you guys, this is going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun. So Maria says, more memories at the beach. This summer we'll make mountain memories when my daughter gets married in Banff, Alberta. Okay, that's so awesome. I love it. I live at the foot at Pikes Peak. Lots of memories hiking in the Smoky Mountains. Hi, Katie. So fun. Lots of memories hiking in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee and North Carolina growing up and continuing on with our kids and grandkids. Yes, generational, right? Memories made in these locations. So awesome. You guys are surprising me because I really thought beach would be more popular. Here's, okay. See, Ken, am I saying your name right? I live in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We live on Lake Superior, which feels like an ocean. Like I've only been there once, but I was like, this looks like an ocean. That's how big it is. Lake Superior is the largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area. So beach girl all the way. I love that. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thanks. That's so fun. I love it. Okay. One more. Carla says, favorite memories involve skiing in the mountains. Got engaged on a ski lift. I'm super excited about this or that. I'm super excited about this or that. That's so fun. Okay. All right. Oh, and Mary says, if you need a tour guide when you come to Banff, do you guys see how cool Live Your Story membership is? Yeah. The connections that are made. I love it. So fun. Okay. Oh, it's Stephanie. Okay. Stephanie, I'm so sorry. I just didn't recognize your handle, your name or whatever. Okay. All right. So that's this or that. So that I want you to use it every month. I want you to use it in whatever way it makes sense for you, but I think it's going to be a really fun challenge. The other new challenge we have in January is Too Good. We've traded in for fun for Too Good. Every month, I'm going to give you 2 really good, really doable things to do that will move your progress in photo management and stories. All of it will move it forward. So this month, your 2 good opportunities are to scan 3 pieces of memorabilia. You'll want to watch Love Your Library. We'll get to that in a second. And here's a good one for the new year. I want you to toss 1-pager project that you have no interest in finishing. Let's just get rid of one little piece of guilt, right? That's hanging around. You just don't have to finish. You really, really don't. So I want you to pick a page or a project and just let go. January is such a great time to let go because we tend to add so much on that it's also really great to just say, I'm not going to finish that. That's your 2 good challenge for January. We used to have a page prompt at the bottom. Do you see down there? It's not a page prompt anymore. It's a writing prompt because we are focused on stories this year. So in January, we will gather. It's a session called Do It Together. We'll review it in just a second, but we will gather to describe a character, someone that we love, that's a part of our story, and we will practice describing physical traits and personality and preferences and all of that fun stuff. I have to show you what's happening on my family text thread right now. So cute. Yesterday was my dad's birthday. I sent out this picture of my dad on his bike. Okay. And I just said, it's Grandpa's birthday. I want to make a long list of words that describe him. And I'm getting so many fun ideas. So this is, try that. Like when you come up with the person that you want to document, and you can do it on a page for sure. You can do it in your journal. You can just write something up in a document, right? And like archive it on a family history website. You can share on social media. So this doesn't have to be a page. This is an exercise that will help you develop characters in your stories. Okay. So here's some words that have been shared: inviting, kind, funny, honest, lover of the earth, bike rider, farmer, old Western lover, storyteller, observant, storyteller, focused, intelligent, vivacious, well-balanced, faithful, a believer, captivating, warm, loving, virtuous, comedian. Is that so fun? Bigfoot tracker, faithful, funny, loving, and storytelling. Look at all that, like how many times similar words popped up from different members of my family describing my dad. So cool. Like do that. Do it. Try it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to practice our character development with our writing prompt in January. Okay. All right. Let's go to I want to go to, I'm going to get my notes because I don't want to forget details. Nope, not those notes. Other notes. Where's my other notes? Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let me go over. Let me share this again. Let me share our January. Let's just run down our sessions really quick. So new month meetup, that's happening right now. You're watching it, okay? And Saturday, you guys, we are doing something, another new thing that we're doing in 2025 is creating some extra time together on Zoom to just move things forward, to work together. There won't be new content shared. It's just a time to gather and to work. But we will have breakout rooms where certain kinds, people with similar things that they're working on can gather and exchange ideas and do some sharing. Okay. I want to set us up for this, what's called Second Saturday. I want to set us up this Saturday, the first Saturday of January at noon Pacific. You can register, and we're going to talk about this new opportunity, okay, to gather together on the second Saturday. Hopefully that makes sense. Just read about it here in January if I'm not saying it right. But Saturday is our first time to get together, and it is for project plans and project planning, okay? And then Wednesday the 8th is our workflow session, and this is where we talk about just lots of things. It's photo management digitally and physically. It's all the things you need to do to take care of your memories. Memorabilia is a focus this month, but we are going to do something really fun. I'm clicking back over here. We're going to do something really fun with something called a January jar. And again, with a focus on stories. And I just ordered one on Amazon. I should have had the link. I should share that with you. But anyway, get yourself a really pretty, or just, you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be really pretty. You need a mason jar. You need a big jar, like canning jar size jar. We're going to decorate it. We're going to add a little tag. We're going to cut up pieces of paper, and we're going to set ourselves up for collecting some story details. And at the end of the year, this is the really fun part. At the end of the year, we're going to create a page or a small project and include details that we have captured in our jar. In other words, you and others you invite to participate will add certain kinds of information. It can just be a little memory that you had. It can be something good that happened. I'm going to collect just little tender mercies, right? Moments where I see evidence of the hand of God in my life. I want to get better about recognizing those. So my jar will be a tender mercies jar. And I turned 60 this year, so I want to have I want to collect at least 60. That means every week, a few more times than every week, right? I need to capture something so that at the end of the year, I'm not trying to come up with it, but I actually have those details that I collected in my jar all year long. Okay. So watch your inbox. I'll be emailing you some more details about how to prepare, but that is Wednesday, January 8th. Let's get together and make a January jar. So fun. All right. Then next up is our second Saturday. Okay. So we'll talk about second Saturday, this Saturday, but that again is just open work party time. And then our next opportunity is Project Play. That's Thursday, the 16th. And that is where we kick off. I mentioned it already, but we're going to kick off this Visual Connect game. And even if you think you're not interested, I want you to come because I think it's going to be much more doable and fun and just interactive than you think it might be right off the bat. Okay. So that's Project Play on the 16th. Our Do It Together is when we will work on our writing prompt. Okay. And that is on the 21st. And just so you know, I have fixed the days and times. There were a couple days where the day didn't match the date, and I have fixed that. Okay. So that's just Stacy. It's always a little bit crazy with me, but things have been fixed now. And then story coaching is our final session for the month, and that is on Saturday the 25th. And repeating, kind of doing something together where I'm going to give you the month of January to really think about what is it that you want to do this year with your own photos and with your own system, your own ways of doing things. And I teach and promote, right, the principles of photo freedom if you've taken that class with me. But we're going to look at our project plans through the lens of an EQ to make sure that what we've set ourselves up to do and to aspire to, I guess, that it's realistic and it's doable and it's what we really want to have happen. Because I give you lots of ideas and lots of opportunities, and the last thing I want is for you to feel overwhelmed, right? Or burdened by what I share. So we will gather in story coaching at the end of the month to make sure that we each have a personal plan that we feel really, really good about that is realistic. Okay, super awesome and fun. All right, there are a few things, you guys, that are not, I'm going to pop over here to the chat. Jennifer, hi Jennifer, so good to see you. I love that we're having writing prompts this year. That's on my 25 and 25 list. Don't fear the pen. I don't know why journaling is so hard for me. I think I got to quiet that inner critic. For sure you do. And you're not alone, and you're in the right place, and we're going to help each other not fear the pen. In fact, if you come on Saturday, you'll find out that once a month during second Saturday, we're creating a breakout room that's just for those who want to write. They want to feel more comfortable with the pen in their hand. They want to write personal reflection. They want to write for emotional wellness. We have some really talented members in Live Your Story who are helping to lead that group and will be there as often as they can to support those who want to do more writing. So super, super exciting. I'm so glad you said that, Jennifer. Awesome. Yes. Okay. Mary's got a good question that I will answer. Okay. All right, you guys. So not on the calendar, rather, there are a few more things available to you. Okay. So I've mentioned the color of the month, but let me just show it to you so you can see it. And this is so funny. Well, I don't know if it's funny or not. I got to find it. I made the card a little bit darker. This isn't quite Mocha Mousse because I couldn't quite do Mocha Mousse everywhere. It's a little bit light, and if I'm being perfectly honest, a little bit wimpy for me, okay? That's okay though. But I also want to remind you that you can, here are all the colors and color combinations for 2025. When you are logged in to the membership and on that January page, if you scroll down, you'll be able to click and print your own color card. Oh, mine are downstairs. I already made a whole ring of little color swatches. Okay, that's kind of fun to keep in your work, your creative space. But you can also just print this. And we're doing something kind of different. In years past, we've had a single color of the month. Last year, we had color combinations. So this year, each season is kicked off with a color, and then you'll see color combinations after that. So we have 2, 3, and 4 color combinations that we're going to play with this year. And it's an awareness campaign, but it's also an opportunity or invitation for you to create, right? Look for those colors, photograph those colors, enjoy those colors, and create with those colors every month. Okay, so Mocha Mousse, kicking it off with a slightly darker version of Mocha Mousse. This is dark chocolate Mocha Mousse by Stacy. Okay, all right. So that's our Hue and Me. You can read more about that again on the January page. We have, oh, the other thing that's on the calendar that I forgot to mention that's new. Look up here at the top. January is for washi tape. We have a new fun little feature that is called Product Tools and Techniques. And every month I'm going to give you a product, a tool, or a technique to play with. And I'm going to find right here. And then we have in the classroom a design inspired card. Here it is. Yay. Okay, so you can print it, so you can post it in your creative space, so you can remember. I will try to communicate with the image on the design inspired card. I will try to communicate an idea, something that you could do with this product, tool, or technique. So I love the idea of just looking for washi tape that you currently have. And why not? Because we're doing Mocha Mousse, why not browns? Do you have washi tape that is brown? Do you have 3 of them, 4 of them? Do you want to go buy more washi tape in brown? Why not just create a backdrop for a card or a page or a border on a page with just washi tape in a single hue? That's your idea communicated, right, on the design inspired card. So every month you can look forward to a design inspired that helps us do something with the product, tool, or technique of the month. All right. And Carla just said, I was just looking at all my washi tape and thinking about how I need to use it more. This is your month. This is your month. Okay. So fun. I used washi tape on my story process, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So thanks, Carla. That's so fun. All right. I have to go over here and I have to hide that. Okay. Next up, you guys, 2 videos. I do 2 new videos every month for you to watch and hopefully be inspired by, learn something with as you watch. Love Your Library. And I think this answers your question, Mary. So let me know if it does not. Love Your Library is the monthly video that I review with you Principles of Photo Freedom. We move through the Photo Freedom course, which conveniently has 12 lessons. Every April, this membership actually kicked off in April. So every April we start again and we move through the whole course of Photo Freedom. And as a member, you have access to that full course. When you log in, on your login menu, you'll see it at the bottom. You also have access to a year-long course that I taught called 20 in 20. So I give you all the good stuff as a member. You get all the good stuff when it expires, okay? And even if you didn't take it when it ran as a class, you now have access to it. So Love Your Library for January is actually lesson 11 in Photo Freedom, and it is called Stuff and Nonsense. It's all about memorabilia. And so I want you to watch Love Your Library. It's kind of tied to the Too Good, where I ask you to scan some memorabilia this month. I introduce you to a really fun game called Toss and Treasure. So it'll be a way for you to ask a family member to help you generate a number so that you can do something with memorabilia in that number. You're like, is she speaking Greek? No, but just watch the video and it'll make sense. Okay. So that's Love Your Library for January. The other video is Story Process. And we're doing another fun thing in 2025, which is this. Every month I do a story process page, which involves story deck cards. And there are 2 story decks. There's one that I created in 2021, I think. And there's one that I created with Close to My Heart, which is more difficult to find if possible. So if you already have it, hold on to it. But a story process page is where I deal myself 4 cards that create, right, creative rails. And I use those cards to prompt a story. And what's really beautiful about this process is you're going to tell stories that you wouldn't have otherwise come up with. And you're going to approach them and tell them and execute and create them in different ways, because we tend to get really comfortable with how we do things. So story process, the story deck, pushes you outside your comfort zone and helps you do things differently. And I just was thinking as I was doing my page this month during a very busy time of year, how awesome this process is. I got started late, so I picked the topic. Like, I found a photo, I wanted to tell the story, but I ended up telling it differently. And I love the result. And it's because of story process. So all of that. So Stacy, get to the point. What we're going to do this year is I am encouraging you also. Some of you have been doing this, but I'm encouraging you to create a story process page every month. I'm hoping that you can choose to make that a part of your realistic approach to stories, to a year of stories. And what we're doing, Kim and Cindy over on our community coordinators over in our Facebook group have created a place, or will shortly create a place, where you can post and share your story process pages or a video. If you want to make a video, we would love to learn from each other as we do this story process this year, okay? Anyone who posts a story process completed page and or video to Facebook will be entered for a drawing at the end of every month. I will announce those winners during this session, which is the new month meetup, and I will send you some happy mail, likely including chocolate. Okay. Probably I'll just get a couple boxes of Dr. Bonners because it's the color of the year. We'll just send chocolate all over the world. But I want you to do story process with me, because if you haven't done it yet, you're missing out. It's really, really awesome. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, Janelle's here. Hi, Janelle. We're so glad you made it. It's because we're still chatting. She says, I made it. Did you say that the single color for Hugh and Me will be for the first month in the season? Yes. Or will there be 3 single colors for January, May, and September? No. So it's the first month of every, oh, actually, it's not every season. You're right. Right? No, it's January, and then this is May, and then this is September. It's January, May, and September. Sorry, I said that wrong. I'm so glad you caught me. I said that wrong. I just laid them out. I just wanted to make sure that there were, let's see if I did this right. There should be 3 single colors, 3 double combinations, 3 triple combinations. That might not be right. And that might be 1, 2, 1, 2. Anyway, there's a good combination of single colors and colors in combination. Oh my goodness. But you're right. It's January, May, and September are the single hued months. Welcome. So good to see you. Okay. Joanne says, I don't have any brown washi tape. So you have my permission. I will enable you to go get some if you'd like to. Rebecca says, I just went through my washi tape and donated most of it. I'm all digital now in the process of weeding out my pre-digital supplies, but no problem because they have digital versions too. I was going to say, as I'm reading your comment, I'm like, you totally can get digital washi tape, which you know. So that's totally fine. I love it. Okay. Stephanie says, we'll probably go over this, but with Close to My Heart changing to Stampin' Up, are we changing the extended story page layout, or does SU have the same page protectors? That I do not have an answer to. So we will take a look at that. That's a really great question. And Stephanie is referring to the fact that I created some products or product education for Close to My Heart, which is now no longer available. But I think we're waiting. And Amy is here today if she's still here, and she might be able to answer that question for us. But I think we're waiting for the full lineup of what Stampin' Up! Will do. But really an extended story can be on a foundation of a 12 by 12 page, any combination of smaller page protectors or smaller pocket pages. And we'll do that when we gather in February. We'll decide what are the layers that we need, and we'll kind of set us up for the story that we want to tell and the room that we will need to tell that story. Really good question. Really good question. Okay. Janelle's like, bah. She loves me. She knows I'm goofy. Okay. All right, you guys, where was I? I think I'm almost done. We talked about story process. We talked about the story process prize that's available to you. We do not have a survey this season, but we have lots of just new stuff going on. Thank you so much for participating in our fall survey. So much of what we're experiencing now and what I'm introducing is a result of those of you who took time to respond. So I think it's going to be so fun. I'm so excited for January. I'm so excited for 2025. I'm so excited for stories. I'm very excited about our book and our quote and our projects, and I cannot wait to spend more time with you. Our next opportunity to gather is this Saturday at noon Pacific time so that we can learn about the opportunity of Second Saturday. Okay, and many of you have offered to help lead these breakout rooms. And so if you're available, come Saturday, we're going to talk about what that might look like. All right. Any questions? I don't think so. Arlene is here. What's a WWW? Such a great question, Arlene. WWW used to be Workflow Wednesday, but now it's the wonderful world of workflow. So workflow, that's the things you have to do to keep up with managing your photos, your personal media, so that you can tell the stories you want to tell. So in workflow, we focus on what are the things from capture, right, to create. Should I start on this side? Capture to create. There are many, 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 many little steps. If you want to sit down and scrapbook, whether that's traditionally or digitally, you have to set yourself up. You have to do some things before you can sit down and do that in a meaningful and fulfilling and compelling way. And workflow are the steps. And everybody's workflow looks a little bit different, but I teach good, solid principles of workflow, and we review those together in our session called WWW. Thank you for that question. Okay. Here we go. Amy might have an answer for us. Hi, all. We are still waiting on divided protectors. You can get the full size right now, and on Tuesday there will be flip-flops in various sizes when I heal more. So Amy does a really good job, you guys, of sharing in our Facebook group about Stampin' Up! Products, especially those that are related to close to my heart products that used to exist. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Happy birthday, Diana, and come back on Saturday and the rest of the month. So happy. Happy 2025. Happy New Year. You're the best. Bye.